Welcome to Plants vs. Zombies, Part 1. If you like, remember to subscribe. And I'm setting a like goal of 200 likes for this video. If we reach that goal, I'll know that you guys want more of this. And remember, if you have any suggestions for games you want me to play, leave them in the comments below. For now, we can play Garden Ops. Any map, normal difficulty. To get started, and I'll share with you plenty of tips and tricks while I play the game. But right now we're looking for a really great session, and we found one, so let's get right into it. We're on Chomp Town. The goal of this game is to, game mode at least, Garden Ops is where you plant a garden and protect it from zombies until Crazy Dave returns, in which you have to survive being at a landing point. But I'll explain more about that when we get to it. For now, we choose based on what our team has chosen. We could either choose any of these guys that we don't have, but I'm going to choose one of my favorites, the Berry Pea Shooter. And as we accompany a problem of no one to heal us, I am going to show you a little tips and tricks of what to do to placate that lack of a healer. As you see, we have just planted a garden, so around this area it would be very nice if you could plant one or two heal flowers. Of course, I don't have any right now. I used them all in my last match. But perhaps we can do without. Yeah, I'll just plant over here empty just in case someone can plant a heal flower in. But for now, let's set up some defenses. Some of my favorite defenses, of course, has to be the Snow Pea. Well, that's what it's called in the other game. But here, it just slows down the opponents. And having these two together, one to slow them down and the other to go on an onslaught, is a very nice accompaniment. So, over here, let's see. I say we plant a laser beam. We don't have a lot of those left, but they're one of the strong plants. What I like about this plant is the splash damage. Meaning, even if you don't get a direct hit, you can still do plenty of damage. Okay. Let's not corner trap ourselves. And hopefully, our laser beam can take care of the slack we've just kind of shown. Looks like there's a laser beam here instead of a heal plant, but that's fine. We'll just have to make sure we keep our health up. And by that I mean we're going to have to stay near our plants and hopefully make sure we keep them alive and they'll keep us alive. That's kind of the cycle of life. And we're all three pea shooters, so of course we get to enjoy the long-held fact that we have no healing. Oops. Didn't hit that guy in time. So let's go back to our... Ooh. Here we can do a bamboo shoot, because those are attacks from above. And our plants seem to be holding up right here. See? If you saw that little shower of rain, again, this is the bamboo shooter doing its job very well. Zombies here will have to think twice about getting close. Oh, cool, we got a nice little heal plant over here. This will keep our team healthy, as we have a fairly offensive looking team. We'll have to get really close. Oh, apparently we have to break all the vases that pop up, which will be a simple fact, except that they hold a nice good old round of zombies, which should easily be abated by, oh, we have one of those guys. A zombie hero. A high ranking zombie on the list who can do high damage and is playable in other game modes. Well, he wasn't too much trouble to take care of. Of course, we only have a certain amount of time to break all the vases, so hopefully we can get to them all in time. I'll take this one out, which... perfect for me since I have some... Oh, well, he's gonna take it out. Oh, no. No. We failed and we lost some life. Of course, you can always pick up a revive. Of course, not that that helps all too often. But it seems like our plan survived this, and let's go to Sunflower for a quick heal boost. Because of course we're going to need one after that. And this is where the zombies are coming from, so we best get into defending positions. Ah, they stunned us. And they're all gone now. That is a good thing for us. Of course, now I'm going to have to rely... Okay, now I have health, so I don't have to rely too much on my plants. But the ice pea shooter was just taken down. Ooh, gotta watch out for exploding, fellas. Let's see. Got him taken care of. Let's see, are there any more? Being the pea shooter, it's very strategically advantageous to take to the skies, as some might call it, in order to scope out zombies. And with the high ground, it's a lot easier for you to avoid being fired on. With the zombot slots about to be active, it's very, very good for us to be able to keep the high ground. As we see, Gargantua has only melee attacks, except it does have a input cannon, which is easy enough to dodge if you make it hit the side of the roof. Hopefully, the Gargantuans spawn here. Oops. Looks like we didn't do a good job defending. Okay, so we are joined here by... Had to get rid of him. Oh no, more. Got rid of him, so he shouldn't be a problem. But this is someone with a good range attack. Of course, as long as we're up here, they can't really get to us too easily. Hopefully, good. We are able to take more high ground. Even though we're not hitting directly, being the berry pea shooter, one of my favorite classes, we can do damage from less than direct hits. You see, that is his ranged barrage, which is very dangerous indeed. Now, leaving down. Oh, he's already dead. Oh, but we got the final hit on him. I mean, we get a lot of bonus points. He also died, but we don't get any bonus points for that. And there's a tombstone. One of the best things to destroy. Well, easy enough with our pea cannon. Our pea gatling, as it is called. We can destroy its health levels. Of course, I'm being shot at, so hopefully I don't get my butt kicked. Oh, looks like he got destroyed. But, a teleporter. That's gotta be destroyed. We don't want zombies teleporting right into us. Of course, those are fairly easy to destroy as they don't have that much defense to it. And we have completed the boss slave without taking much damage to our plants. Or, at least, our garden. Now I have to go to the Sunflower to heal, which is very good between waves to get healed up. And here's one of the Sunflower's good abilities. It can drop a heal flower, so not only can you get healed by it, but you can get healed by its flower. Now that we've taken up another strategic position, we should be ready for this wave. Gotta load. That's the screen door zombies. You gotta watch out for them. They have good protection from the screen doors. Looks like an engineer is taking our lead and getting some high ground. Of course, his attacks are fairly easy to avoid, but like us, they have very good splash damage. And there are always critical hits if you get a direct on hit. Okay, so it's pretty even battle. Of course, someone else just shot at us. Seems to be a zombie scientist. That was. They have teleportation abilities, which makes them fairly dangerous. As you can see here, they excel best with shotgun-like tactics. Looks like our pilot plan got that one first, but as you saw, he has very good teleportation abilities, allowing him to get in close and avoid fire, making him a very dangerous opponent indeed. Of course, we have protected our garden so far, and we're not going to let anything else destroy it, right? And if you look, we're on a giant strawberry, because what better than a vegetable store than to have our garden? What better place to have our garden than in a vegetable store? If I could speak better English, I would. I apologize. Those are actually cone heads. You have to destroy the cones on the head first to actually get to them. Oh, okay. Looks like we have a visitor. Let's get rid of him real quick. These guys are attacking the garden. You have to prevent that at all costs. Yeah, that's not going to reach anybody. But that's why we have potted plants. If we're out, not directly protecting our garden from these guys, we have potted plants to do that for us. But a skitty shroom there isn't that great, in my opinion. As okay, he just got his butt kicked. Oh, and these are also very good to destroy because those heal anyone zombies that go near it. So destroying it at an early stage before it becomes a problem is very smart and good tactics in this game, in my opinion. We're only on wave 7, but you have 10 waves, and the 11th wave, which isn't exactly a wave, but more of a evacuation, which will become more clear as we get to that stage. But right now we're on wave 8, just completing wave 7. We gotta make sure. I don't like that crab. He's looking at me funny. You guys see that? You guys see that? He's not even flinching. Oh, we gotta speed run this. What I really like about Garden Ops mode is it's very interesting with its tactics, or at least all these bonus rounds. If you want more coins, you gotta go through it extra fast, which just happens to give you a little rush. Okay, that looked like a goop blast from a scientist, but I told you the short range, but truthfully they have some good long range blasts, except that it doesn't do as much damage as close range. It loses its momentum in terms, I guess you could say. Right now we're gonna give up the high ground because that's a little boring, and it's not exactly great for speedrunning because we have to keep on our enemies. Leave that there to them. They're coming around this way, so we're gonna have to take them out. Apparently there's a guy right behind me. Didn't even notice him. Ah, no, we didn't make it through the speed run, but we got pretty dang close. Bughead zombies have, like conehead zombies, you have to knock out their hats, apparently, but it is much harder because it takes in much more damage. Well, these are coffin zombies. You have to attack their feet and the slits of their eyes to do real damage to them, or else you're just doing damage to their coffins, which After destroying that, they become pretty much regular zombies, just like the rest of all the zombies when you destroy their armor. And for even though we don't have a chomper, the coffin zombie can survive one chomp as long as it's in its coffin, allowing the coffin to be destroyed by the one chomp, except for the point where usually you can chomp a zombie and it'll as a chomper and it'll kill it automatically. Well, it's a one-hit kill on most things, but certain zombie bosses aren't, well, all the zombie bosses aren't affected by it, and they all have their certain ways of protection. But low-level zombies can avoid it too, such as the coffin zombie and the outhouse zombies, as they have outer shells that allow them to did he just taunt me? I don't let anyone get away with taunting me like that. I have my pride as a pea shooter to think about. You see, you see, getting swarmed like this is probably one of the worst positions to be in. Of course, using a self-revive, they don't expect that half the time. As you see, they were all looking away from me, which allows me to get a sweet few-second advantage, which I recommend you take very carefully, because you do not want to end up wasting it, because you only get 3 self-revive per round, and it takes out from an overall stack. So if you lose those self-revives on an ill attempt at getting up, like if perhaps I didn't kill any zombies or if I just died right away, that would be a poor use of it, and it was just very big waste. But I, on the other hand, survived, and I got rid of a few zombies, meaning I have come out on top, and that was a wise usage. But if you look at this, Zomboss slots happen every 5 rounds, if you haven't noticed that already, or if you aren't familiar with the game mechanics and Garden Ops. And now we have 3 bosses, the Yeti, Disco Dancer, and the Gargantuan, all of which are tough foes, so getting the higher ground against them again would be one of the smartest choices, I can say. So you probably should get rid of zombies that can give you problems on the high ground, like these two. Oh, I just lost the high ground. Okay. Good thing he's gone, but let's see if we can't find that Gargantuan. Shouldn't be too hard. He's hits like a truck, and he's gigantic. The one thing I don't like about the Gargantuan is if you get close to it, it's pretty much fatal. But of course, the Giga Gargantua is even worse. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the Giga Gargantua, it normally, although very powerful, it has melee range, meaning it's... Oh no. This guy is a problem because he's got good range. And he's powerful with good range, which is in all a very bad combination for us. Well, talking about the Giga Gargantua again, I'm sorry I got off topic, but the Giga Gargantua has the power while also the range, which is a very poor combination for us plants who want to survive his onslaughts. Oh, if you haven't realized this already, the amount of zombies we kill is posted underneath our health bars. I am totally in the lead right now with 49 zombie kills. And that is not included in the potted plant vanquishes. This is a Yeti zombie. As you can see, he uses ice attacks, which allow him to freeze his opponents. So it's a very good idea to remain mobile. Of course, when he is focusing on the targets, a P-volley is very useful against him. So make sure, see? While he was focusing that one guy who was taking cover on this, against the icicle throws, I was able to get a full volley on him. But as you look here, the garden, you can't see its health anymore, meaning we don't have to protect it anymore. we have to get to the landing zone, which just so happens to be right here. And now you see over here is where we put in the main piece de resistance, just in case any zombie gets close. A doom shroom should do very well with them. Oh no, they're right behind us. Oh no. Ah. This gets a little crazy here. I can't even see with all the, whatever it's called, the smoke. That is one of the specialties of the foot soldiers. The zombie foot soldiers. They happen to have, see like that one right there that just appeared? That's a zombie foot soldier. He uses rockets, a fast shooting gun, and a rocket jump. Those are his specialties right there. So best of all right now is to take into account that going straight on in combat with him isn't the smartest. Like, as a pea shooter, I'm supposed to be like pretty much counterpart to that. Like, I give off good volleys and I have good survivability, but it's good to almost like kite the blast. And as a pea shooter, I have to make sure as long as if he doesn't hit me, it's good. Even if I don't hit him straight on, because I have splash damage, I can do a lot of good things. Like, if you see, like, I didn't hit him directly on, I couldn't even see him, and I shot there, and he was close enough that the splash damage hit him. So using clever ways to inflict damage on your opponents without letting them hit you is probably the best thing you can do in this. And that's all for this episode. We have escaped, surviving 10 waves. As you see here, wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then the 11th wave was the evacuation, in which we got full points for escaping and winning. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Hasta la vista. Ciao, ciao.